Today, I am here to share something vital. Imagine, if you will, a man named John. Each day, John wakes up at the same time. His alarm clock always set for 6:30 a.m. His morning routine is timed to perfections. A quick shower, a brief breakfast, and a cup of coffee sipped while reading his favorite book. He then takes the same route to work, driving through familiar streets, greeted by the same sequence of traffic lights turning from red to green as if on cue. At work, John performs his tasks with a rehearsed efficiency, rarely deviating from a set list of duties. After work, he returns home, eats dinner, watches a couple of episodes of the latest popular TV show, and then goes to bed, only to repeat it all over again the next day. This routine, comfortable and unchallenging, is John's comfort zone. It's a place where predictability reigns and uncertainty is kept at bay. In his world, there are few surprises, and while this might sound ideal, it is a double-edged sword. On one side, comfort; on the other, confinement. Now, why do we nestle into these patterns that so rigidly define the boundaries of our lives? It's simple. Comfort zones provide a state of mental security. When we stick to what we know, the risks are few and the rewards are predictable. But what remains unseen, often unconsidered, is what these safe routines cost us. The cost is measured not in the immediate repercussions, but in the long-term opportunities that are never seized. In the comfort zone, life is smooth, but it is the smoothness of a road never turning, never rising, and never descending. To step out of this comfort zone is to step into a world rich with potential and fraught with the possibility of failure, a thought that many find paralyzing. Yet it is precisely in these uncharted waters that we find the treasures of personal growth and success. When we challenge ourselves to venture beyond the familiar, we unlock new capabilities within ourselves, encounter new ideas, and open the doors to new opportunities that were previously beyond our reach. Let's consider the power of stepping out through the story of Lisa, a woman who, like John, was once cocooned in the safety of routine. Lisa was an accountant, well-versed in her day-to-day task, but silently harboring dreams of running her own bakery. Baking was Lisa's passion, a hobby that brought her joy and comfort. However, the thought of leaving a well-paying, stable job to pursue a dream filled with uncertainties kept her from taking that first step. It was the fear of stepping out of her comfort zone that held her back. But when the company she worked for downsized, Lisa took it as a sign to reevaluate her path. With a mixture of trepidation and excitement, she decided to finally pursue her dream. Lisa's leap into the unknown was fraught with challenges. There were days filled with doubt and nights filled with worry about the sustainability of her new venture. But there were also moments of triumph that she would never have experienced had she remained cloistered in her previous job. Her bakery soon became a neighborhood favorite, a testament to what is possible when we dare to step beyond the familiar. In telling these stories, I urge you to reflect on your own comfort zones. Consider the potential that lies dormant, waiting for you just beyond the boundaries of your current routines. Embrace the possibility of failure as a stepping stone to success, for it is often through what we initially perceive as setbacks that we grow and learn the most. Let us not be content with the world as we know it. Let us dare to make it what it could be. By stepping out of our comfort zones, we take control of our lives, steering ourselves towards success and fulfillment that we could only imagine in the safety of routine. Let us delve into the concept of the comfort zone, that familiar bubble in which many of us live our lives, sheltered from the unpredictable winds of change. Picture this as the realm of our daily routines, the well-trodden path we navigate with our eyes closed. It's where predictability rules, providing us the comfort of knowing exactly what to expect, when, and how. This zone is not merely a physical space, but a mental fortress we construct to shield ourselves from the discomfort of the unknown and the unease of uncertainty. Why then do people cling to their comfort zones with such tenacity? It boils down to the basic human instinct for survival. In the early days of our existence, sticking to what was known helped keep our ancestors safe from physical dangers. This primal instinct has evolved into a psychological one. Our brain's magnificent organs geared towards efficiency manage our energy by automating tasks into routines, turning the complex into the simple. This process, while energy saving, can lead us to tread the same path every day, both literally and metaphorically, even when other routes might lead to grander vistas. The comfort zone is seductive. It whispers promises of safety and ease, lulling us into a state of complacency. It is crafted by our habits, those daily rituals and repeated behaviors that carve deep ruts in the roads of our lives. Each time we choose the familiar over the novel, the comfort zone expands its territory in our minds, reinforced by the fear of what lies beyond its borders. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, and the overarching fear of the unknown act like guardians at the gates, warding off the adventurous part of our spirits that seeks to break free and explore. Consider the case of Michael, a middle-aged man who had worked in the same company in the same role for over 2 decades. His expertise in his job was undeniable, and yet there was an underlying current of dissatisfaction that tugged at him. Michael had ideas for innovative projects that could potentially revolutionize his department. However, he held back, his fear of disrupting the status quo silencing the voice that urged him to act. His comfort zone had become a gilded cage, providing security and stability, yes, but at the cost of stifling his potential for growth and innovation. On the other hand, let's reflect on Sarah, a young graphic designer at a small firm. Her comfort zone consisted of working within established design guidelines, never venturing beyond the boundaries set by her clients' expectations. The thought of proposing bold, unconventional ideas was daunting to Sarah, conditioned as she was to operate within a sphere of predictability. Yet, when a new client came on board with a penchant for the avant-garde, Sarah was thrust out of her comfort zone. Initially overwhelmed, she soon found that this departure from her norms ignited a creative spark she hadn't realized she possessed. This challenge transformed her career, setting her on a path filled with richer opportunities and greater self-confidence. These stories underscore a critical truth. The comfort zone, while offering a refuge from stress and risk, also poses a significant barrier to personal and professional growth. By yielding to the fear of the unknown, individuals like Michael and Sarah, before her turning point, risked missing out on key opportunities that could lead to substantial advancements in their careers and personal lives. The comfort zone promises ease, but at a price. The dynamism of life, which thrives on change, challenge, and growth, is dampened. Breaking free from this comfort zone requires more than just a desire for change. It necessitates a willingness to confront and embrace the discomfort that inevitably comes with new experiences. It involves recalibrating our relationship with fear, transforming it from a signal to retreat into a motivator to advance. As we push the boundaries of what we believe is safe, we not only expand our horizons, but also discover new reserves of resilience and adaptability within ourselves. In conclusion, while the comfort zone can provide temporary shelter and respite, it should not be where we live our lives. Instead, it should serve as a launching pad from which we leap into the unknown, equipped with a spirit of adventure and an openness to the lessons that await. The true richness of life, after all, lies not in the safety of the familiar, but in the growth that comes from venturing beyond it. In the quiet landscape of the familiar, where every day resembles the last, there exists a deceptive sense of security. Here, in this comfort zone, individuals like many of us find solace in routine and predictable outcomes. Yet beneath this comfort, there lurks a series of risks, subtle but insidious, that can stymie our growth, both personally and professionally. The seductive ease of the comfort zone often lulls us into a state of complacency, where the desire for safety outweighs the drive for exploration and learning. Over time, this stagnation begins to manifest. It's like the slow tightening of a vine around a tree. It might not be noticeable at first, but gradually it constricts all growth. In professional terms, This might mean sticking to familiar tasks and projects, avoiding new responsibilities or challenges that could lead to significant breakthroughs or advancements. As a result, skills languish, innovation stalls, and personal development plateaus. Consider the story of Anna, a talented marketing executive with a knack for creative campaigns. Her comfort in her current role led her to turn down opportunities that involved public speaking or leading larger teams, roles that would have positioned her for senior leadership. Over time, as the industry evolved and demanded more dynamic leadership skills, Anna found herself overlooked for promotions, her earlier decisions to stay comfortable limiting her career trajectory. Missed opportunities extend beyond promotions and career advancements. They include the chance to shape industries, lead change, and make impactful decisions. For instance, let's reflect on a tech company that had the potential to innovate a new product. The team, however comfortable in their routine operations, shied away from the risks associated with venturing into new tech territories. As they hesitated, a competitor seized the opportunity, launching a similar product that revolutionized the market. The tech company not only missed out on potential profits, but also on establishing itself as a leader in innovation. The long-term consequences of remaining in comfort zones can be profound. For many, the realization comes too late. The understanding that life was spent in the shallows when the depth was where the true treasures lay. This can lead to a profound sense of regret and dissatisfaction, feelings that echo through personal life, affecting relationships and personal well-being. A life lived without risk is often safe, but it might lack the richness that comes from overcoming challenges and celebrating hard-won successes. Moreover, the avoidance of risk and its impact on personal satisfaction and professional achievements often cycles back to influence the organizational culture and societal prejudices that foster environments where taking risks is discouraged may find themselves struggling to keep up with more agile, innovative competitors. Societies that do not encourage stepping out of comfort zones may stifle their own cultural and economic development. In the grand narrative of life, those who challenge their comfort zones often find that the risks they take not only propel them forward, but also enrich their experiences. They are the ones who, at the end of their careers, can look back with the satisfaction of knowing they truly explored their potential, pushed their boundaries, and contributed meaningfully to their fields. Thus, while the comfort zone offers a respite from the anxiety of the unknown, it also holds us back from truly seizing the day and living our lives to the fullest. It is a subtle trap, one that promises ease at the cost of experience. To step out of the zone, one must first recognize its confines and then muster the courage to step beyond them, embracing the uncertainty that comes with it. Only then can we fully explore the breadth of our capabilities and experience the true joy of discovery and achievement. To step out of one's comfort zone is to engage in a deliberate act of bravery, an embrace of the unknown, and a willingness to transform it into a wellspring of opportunity. It is in these acts that we often discover not just what we are capable of, but also the abundant rewards that come from daring to disturb the waters of routine. Personal development blossoms in the fertile soil of challenge. When you challenge yourself, you do more than just learn new skills. You test and expand the boundaries of your existing capabilities. This growth is not merely academic or theoretical. It is intensely practical and deeply transformative. For instance, learning a new language might begin with difficulty, but each new word, each new phrase enriches your mind and offers you a new lens through which to see the world. Similarly, a professional who shifts from a technical role to a managerial position might struggle initially with leadership duties, but will gradually learn the nuances of team management, conflict resolution, and strategic planning. This journey, filled with its trials and errors, significantly enhances one's confidence and competence. The path of personal challenge also leads to increased adaptability, a crucial skill in today's ever-changing world. In navigating new territories, whether they are physical, intellectual, or emotional, you learn to expect the unexpected. You become more proficient in adjusting your strategies, shifting your perspectives, and coming up with innovative solutions on the fly. This agility is invaluable as it transforms potential obstacles into stepping stones, enabling you to traverse even the most turbulent waters with grace and resilience. Numerous success stories echo the immense benefits of stepping out of comfort zones. Consider the tale of a young woman named Clara, who left a secure corporate job to start her own business in the arts, turning her passion into her profession. The transition was fraught with uncertainty, financial instability, long hours, and even public skepticism. However, through perseverance and a relentless pursuit of her vision, Clara was able to build a thriving business that not only fulfilled her creative aspirations, but also provided her with a deeper sense of accomplishment and autonomy than she had ever experienced in her previous roles. Another inspiring story is that of David, who had always feared public speaking due to a stutter he had since childhood. When promoted to a role that required regular presentations, David initially considered turning down the position. Instead, he chose to confront his fear, enrolling in speech therapy and public speaking courses. Over time, David not only overcame his stutter, but also became an influential speaker within his organization, known for his compelling and persuasive presentation. His career trajectory sharply ascended, and he attributed his success to the decision to face rather than flee his fear. These narratives, and countless others like them, illustrate a fundamental truth. The journey beyond one's comfort zone is often arduous, but the rewards can be profoundly life-changing. It is on this journey that latent talents are unearthed, resilience is forged, and a renewed sense of purpose is ignited. As we consider the value of stepping into the unknown, let us remember that the greatest rewards often require us to take the greatest risks. By daring to leave behind the familiar and venture into the uncharted, we open ourselves to the full potential of our lives. We become participants in a broader and more vibrant human experience, enriched not just by what we achieve, but by what we become in the process. A journey to step beyond one's comfort zone does not necessarily require monumental leaps. Often, it is the smallest steps that lead to the most significant changes. The essence of this transformation lies in the everyday decisions to do something slightly different than the day before. It's about making incremental changes that cumulatively steer us away from the well-worn paths of our habitual lives. Consider the power of small, manageable challenges. Suppose you were accustomed to a certain way of doing things, whether in your personal habits or professional tasks. By altering just one aspect of your routine, taking a different route to work, trying a new recipe, or even rearranging your office space, you ignite a spark of change that can light up new thoughts and new enthusiasm. These small steps serve as experiments in courage, each one building your confidence to take on larger challenges. Setting clear, achievable goals is pivotal in this process. Goals act as beacons, guiding us through the fog of the unknown. When you articulate what you wish to achieve, even if it seems a modest ambition, you create a vision of a future that differs from your present. This vision becomes a motivating force, driving you forward. Each goal achieved is a victory over the inertia of comfort, reinforcing the belief in your ability to grow and succeed beyond your current boundaries. Seeking new experiences plays a crucial role in broadening one's horizons. Life offers a rich tapestry of possibilities, but often we see only a small part of it from the windows of our comfort zones. By stepping out into new experiences, traveling to unfamiliar places, attending workshops in new fields, or simply engaging with diverse groups of people, we expand our understanding of the world and our place within it. Each new experience is like a thread woven into the fabric of our character, adding depth, color, and strength. Moreover, the journey out of the comfort zone is significantly enhanced by actively seeking feedback and engaging in reflection. Feedback, whether it comes from peers, mentors, or even from our own successes and failures, provides objective insights into our performance and progress. It serves as a mirror showing us our strengths to build upon and our weaknesses to address. Reflection complements this by allowing us to internalize what we learn, to think deeply about our experiences, and to consciously integrate these lessons into our future actions. For instance, imagine a young professional giving their first presentation. The experience might be daunting, fraught with nerves and self-doubt. However, by seeking feedback from colleagues and reflecting on their own feelings during the presentation, they can glean insights into how to communicate more effectively, manage their anxiety, and improve their performance. The next presentation they give will be informed by these reflections, and each subsequent attempt will further refine their skills. This iterative process of action, feedback, and reflection creates a powerful cycle of learning and growth. Each step out of the comfort zone is informed by the last, making the path forward clearer and the journey less daunting. It transforms what could be a sporadic venture into a sustained journey of personal evolution. In essence, breaking out of your comfort zone is less about a singular act of bravery and more about cultivating a mindset of continuous growth. It's about recognizing that each day offers opportunities for small acts of courage. By embracing these opportunities, setting clear goals, seeking new experiences, and learning from feedback, you don't just step out of your comfort zone. You expand it. You redefine your limits, and in doing so, you redefine yourself. This journey, though filled with challenges, is one of the most rewarding endeavors one can undertake, for it leads to a fuller, richer, and more successful life. In the pursuit of stepping beyond our comfort zones, the initial burst of enthusiasm and triumph can be exhilarating. However, the true challenge, and indeed the true measure of success, is in sustaining this momentum over the long haul. This endurance demands continuous learning, resilience, and a robust network of support. Continuous learning is the fuel that keeps the fires of ambition and curiosity burning. In a world that evolves at an unprecedented pace, the acquisition of knowledge cannot be overstated. Education and skill development are not merely activities to be completed, but ongoing processes that enrich our understanding and enhance our capabilities. Whether it's through formal education, self-study, or practical experience, the commitment to never stop learning is what keeps us moving forward. It ensures that we remain relevant and competitive in our fields and enriches our personal lives by constantly presenting new challenges and opportunities for growth. However, the path is not always smooth. Setbacks are an inevitable part of any journey that ventures into new territory. Building resilience, the ability to bounce back from these setbacks, is crucial. Resilience is not inherent. It is forged in the fires of adversity. It involves developing a mindset that views failures not as insurmountable roadblocks, but as stepping stones. Each setback provides invaluable lessons that, if wisely heeded, pave the way for smarter and stronger results. Consider the entrepreneur whose first business venture might falter. Armed with the hard-earned lessons from this experience, their subsequent endeavors are more informed and adept. This resilience transforms potential despair into determined resolve, ensuring that each fall, however hard, is followed by a stronger rise. Supportive relationships play a critical role in this journey. Humans are inherently social beings, and our connections can either propel us forward or hold us back. A network of supportive relationships, be they mentors who guide us, peers who journey with us, or friends and family who cheer for us, provides not just comfort, but a crucial sounding board. These relationships offer diverse perspectives that can challenge our biases and complement our strengths. They provide emotional sustenance and practical advice, helping us navigate the complexities of our endeavors. Moreover, maintaining a supportive network also means engaging in a give-and-take relationship. Just as we benefit from the support of others, we also contribute to their journeys. This reciprocity enriches our relationships, creating a community of mutual growth and support. It's about celebrating each other's successes and providing comfort in times of failure. For instance, a professional network group can share resources and opportunities that benefit all members, while friends and family provide a grounding reminder of what truly matters when the allure of ambition becomes overwhelming. Sustaining momentum, therefore, is about more than just persistence. It's about nurturing the mind with continuous learning, fortifying the spirit with resilience, and surrounding oneself with a network of support that both inspires and grounds us. This holistic approach ensures that our steps out of the comfort zone are not just temporary excursions, but part of a sustained journey of growth and achievement. In essence, the journey out of our comfort zones and into a life of expanded potential and fulfillment is ongoing. It is a dynamic process that requires us to learn continuously, withstand setbacks, and cultivate supportive relationships. Each element is crucial, and together they ensure that our momentum is not a fleeting surge, but a steady, enduring march towards our highest aspirations. Thus, let us commit to this journey with the fullness of our dedication, embracing each challenge not just as a test, but as a testament to our resolve to live truly transformative lives.